All right, what a start. We're underway. 30 to 16.85s and Levi Townley picking up where he left off. An impressive show here yesterday, and have a look, he's already stretching it out. Good start for Bo Phillips, it looks like, on the Watson Racing Husky as well. He's got right-handed to the pace, so this is going to be some spectacular stuff. 13 to 16 years racing, brought to us by Central House Movers. Thank you very much to the team. Central House Movers, a big part of the Metal Terrain Club, and they'll be loaded up, ready to go, sponsoring our 5-round Club Motocross Series here at JuniorMX Park. We're looking forward to that one there, starting in a couple of weeks' time. And look at Levi Townley flying in good form. Looks like we've got the 49. Charging hard up there in the top position. Bodie Cord's got himself down that back straight in really good pace. So after not the best of jumps out of the gate, he's got himself now officially up into second place, so he'll be loving that. We've got a good start from Richard Spencer as well. He's going to find himself right around the outside. Look at how rough and rugged this JuniorMX Park's cutting up. Certainly going to be some very, very challenging conditions for these riders to try and contend with this big 12-minute moto. And Levi Townley, this is going to be a sight to be behold. This is very, very spectacular, Neil. Just the talent of this man, the body position, the flawless technique. And we mentioned it yesterday, you're going to remember this weekend for the rest of your life because you saw Levi Townley riding an 85 around JuniorMX Park. Absolutely brilliant. But we've got some good battles developing in behind as well, including our Australian visitor, Bodie Court. We got up with him at the riders' briefing this morning. And absolutely fabulous to have our Australian visitors over here as we get racing with our Central House Movers 13 to 16.85s.
The big race is on, I tell you what, at the moment, but Levi, you did right, Brad. We'll always remember how good. Look at the advantage we got. We've not seen this in New Zealand motocross. How can you get somebody? We're only a lap into the race, and look at the advantage already. This is huge. And look, it's not as if he's on a different bike to anybody else, you know. It is just the same kind of motorcycle. You can do all the same with your motorcycle as well. Now, it's one of the cool things about our motocross that it's not a horsepower game and it's not a checkbook kind of a game because, you know, your Yamaha can be exactly the same as this one as well. So putting all the effort into it is a great rider, and what a great one we have indeed in Levi Townley. You certainly knew the heritage of the Townley family, so you knew it was going to be great when Levi and Jackman hit the tracks of New Zealand, but to see it like this at their amazing age, I think is just next level. It's way and above and beyond what we've got. As for one granddad, well, he's a nice guy. As for the other, well, I don't know quite what to describe him as, but anyway, we won't go there today, but looking out for it at the moment. So there we go, yellow flag, well waved, good bit of flag marshalling going on there. Thank you. Waving it out there. In fact, we've quickly got our marshals and workers on the scene, so that'll be sorted as we're back to watch the moto unfolding here at the moment. There we go, there's the moment coming up here. What are we going to see? And down into that bottom corner, and we'll just see. I think we're not going to see where this yellow flag. Oh, look at that front tuck, man! Oh, and there it is over the top. What a slow-mo of that one! Holy Toledo! And it was the fact that one rider went down. He's a-okay, and then the bike, and the other one's just gone into it, and of course didn't have an opportunity to get the front out of the way. And man, he's just hit that and literally gone over the handlebars. That is huge. So big one there, but it wasn't the reason for the red flag down here. But another one to watch, another Ctas magic moment. Holy Toledo, Brad, there better be some wet days in the school holidays this week because we're going to be sitting down and watching Ctas to watch all this magnificent racing.
Oh, that is some incredible footage. Yeah, poor Bo Phillips, nowhere to go. Caught up in the bike ahead of him and over the bars he went. Spectacular. And I tell you what, the Olympic gymnast panel would have given him a 9.9 for degree of difficulty. That was spectacular. But take nothing away from the man at the front. Levi Townley still well in command of this one here. We've got Bodie Court on that gas. Second place. Good little battle now developing for third place as we've had both Richard and Bo go down, so they've been taken out of that little battle at the moment. Ryan Foster is the man in third place. We've got Archie McCullum. Connor up into fifth place. Go Connor on the Central House Mover C4 Energy machine. Well done. He's in the top 5 with Tyler Morgan around there in about sixth place still. So some star-studded names and some riders' misfortune and others' benefit. So we're going to get some results go up and down. It's all about it here at the 2024 AFC New Zealand Juniors.
Yeah, indeed. Tell you what, there's a whole lot about racing. You can go back to an old cliche of my father, if the tree wasn't there, the dog would have won the race. You know, that's the kind of thing you just get left field. Another great one, of course, is the 1 cent grocery bag at Bathurst, the time that it put itself across the grill of one of the cars, and then the car overheated because the airflow couldn't get in, and it literally caused a like $1 million worth of racing effort to go down for a 1 cent bit of plastic bag. They are the little incident that happen, and one rider goes down, the other rider doing nothing wrong at all, bang, plough into the other rider, and the bike when they're down, he goes over the handlebars, and he comes up worse off than the man who originally went down to cause the chain reaction of the crash. So they're all the kind of things that go on in racing. Of course, if you knew it was going to be a prediction of who was going to be first, second, third, we'd sort that out at the TAB before we came to the event. We'd pick up our winnings from the TAB and head on home. You come to watch the racing and find all these amazing things that happen. I've got probably, when I say a favourite one, my most amazing moment at the Junior Nationals was a Taranaki rider, Simon Marnie, had the finish line in sight, had the New Zealand title in sight, and his chain broke and fell off literally metres before the finish line, and he did not get the finish. So there you go, just to prove to be anybody. Well done getting that yellow out here to be waved. Another one to go down. That is a 7-11. I think that's young Liam, isn't it? But maybe down there. So 7-11, a little bit of a hiccup for him. He's unfortunately, no, Max Morrow, it is Max Morrow. Shout out to the Morrow family. Great to see you back in motocross. Next generation for young Max. I think he's okay, and he's going once again. Thank you, Freddie. Good bit of recovery work over there. And there we go. The Morrow family, long associated with our sport. And it's another Morrow family, and not the other Morrow family of Seth Morrow. But that's Max Morrow. So good on you, Max, and to your family. Great to see you back supporting motocross. I'd love to have you here in the Mighty Manawa too. Hope everything okay for young Max out there. Seems to be okay. I think he got a little bit cross-rutted when he landed. But here we are, Central House Movers, 13 to 1685s. And looking out for the racing here at the moment. Again, and Indy sitting this one out as she puts all her effort into the women's class. But keen to look out for the update from the front again. Let's go to our top 10 this time. And it is Levi Bodie, along with Ryan Foster up there, Archie McCullum, Connor Nee and Richard Spencer, Tyler Morgan, Ryder Solly with Isaac Ashworth and George Cockrell. Your updates at the moment, but Brad, nobody takes it away from Levi. That is just massive.
Oh, this is unbelievable to watch, and we've only got 5 minutes remaining. We've had 7 gone, so 5 minutes remaining in this one here. 2:09 for Levi Townley. That is blistering pace on an 85. Still with Bodie Court. Ryan Foster hanging on to that 3rd place with Archie in there. Connor Nee still there. Richard Spencer's on the charge, though. He's up into what will be 6th place now, so plenty of excitement building for him. And we still haven't seen poor old Beau Phillips back into the top 12 yet, so he's on a big late race charge as well. Plenty of time in the moto at 4.5 odd minutes, but some big bits of drama and out of this track. It's soft in places, it's hard in places, it is rough and rugged. We can't stress enough how impressive these competitors are. It's been very, very good to watch so far this morning. But this one here, Central House Movers, 13 to 16 years 85, and from having a handful of championship entries at the New Zealand Grand Prix in the old format. So good to see this back to 13 to 16. What an age group, what a dynamic bit of racing, and good to see over 30 entries in this class. So go 85cc racing, brilliant stuff. As we see down on the line, we're going to load up another one of our spectacular 85cc classes. So man, 85cc racing rules, probably the pinnacle of motocross as a fan to watch. 85s, you've got to hold that corner speed, you've got a momentum, you don't have the power to get you out of trouble, you've got to have everything going your way. And as a motocross fan, this is my absolute favourite to watch. And look at it going nicely at the moment. Neil getting through these laps nicely.
Well, it's funny you say that, Brad, because in a sort of a funny sort of way, the 65s have sneaked into do that our sport, because man, how can a tiny little wheel like that go round and craters and holes and breaking bumps that have been made by 125s and 250s, and they can still do it. To watch Nico and Mason today, it certainly is awe-inspiring for me, but I know exactly what you say about 85s. What a fantastic bike. Hey, I want to do a shout out here for young Carter Shuttleworth, and Carter just showing us a little bit of video coverage he's been taking on his phone of one of the mighty moves being made here by Levi Townley, and it just gives you an idea when you do a slow-mo on the hand feed that he's made on the palm of his hand with his phone, just how cool it is to watch somebody who's dynamic. You see the kicker on the inside just here before our super jump, Brad, and what Carter's filmed is just where Levi is landing, and the others are landing in a little bit of hollow, but he is going out another 3 bike lengths from there. So what he's doing off that jump is just absolutely next level. And with the way he's blitzing this field, you can't think of anything bad to say about the man, can you? Incredible to say the least. Bring it on. Ricky Butson and Cooper White, now the two guys fighting it out at 19-20, of course, because after that it's all about no points, because 21 onwards doesn't score, but it's in those top points where we're seeing it, so good on you guys. Van Sherwell up there, so well done. Must be that factory bike work that Jason's been doing to get it to perform that gives Van the advantage that he's got out there at the moment. So go Van, and he'll be another one back, I'm sure, for Manawatu Motocross as we reignite our fabulous Flips AFC Motorcycles Winter Series coming up in 2 weeks' time.
All right, 2 minutes left on this clock, and Levi Townley back into the infield section, so he will grab another lap in before that white flag. This will be less time on the clock than he will do a lap time in, so this will be 2 laps to go now for Levi Townley, and he is absolutely blitzing them here. What a performance. Bodie Court, he is there, a lonely old ride in second place, but he is spectacular to watch as well. And then we go back, good little battles developing with a couple of laps to go. We've still got Ryan hanging in there, third place. We've got it all going on nicely. At 30 plus entries, absolutely brilliant. Love this class here, and a couple of them non-starters out there, so hopefully everything is okay. It's a big weekend here at the New Zealand AFC Junior Motocross Championships for 2024. And we do get a bit of an attrition rate. So outside of the top 3, Archie McCullum still there in 4th place. He's got a 4-second buffer back to Richard Spencer, who's charged back into the top 5. Connor Ian down into 6th with Tyler Morgan, Ryder Solly. Isaac Ashworth and Cooper Young will be all the way down to our dynamic top 10. As that clock very, very close to expiring. Levi Townley just on absolute dream street. Brilliant performance and great to catch up with the Townley family all the way down here. And loving every minute of Flips Motocross Park, Neil.
In fact, just texting with your mother, Brad, and just advising that it's wet and raining in Taupo today for the V8 supercars, so a little bit disappointing for them, but apparently it's still all okay from their comfort's point of view. Jackets galore, and I'm sure that people will be getting a great day up there. Massive for Taupo, and we wish them all the very best, as we mentioned before. So there you go. Taupo in its own racing today. Probably, I'm sure, very lucky that it hasn't clashed with when Taupo Motocross come to town. It won't quite be 25,000, but I'm sure there'll be close to 2,500 will rock into Taupo with all the kids, minis, and juniors, seniors, mums and dads and grandparents, and everybody flocking to the epicentre of motocross in New Zealand. Taupo kicking off round 1 of their 6-round Winter Series next Super Sunday. Wishing them all the very best for a great day. But here we are. It is New Zealand Juniors alive and well. Middle weekend of the holidays give us this. Next year it falls on Easter, so we'll be hopefully avoiding Easter, and we'll come out with that news about the club and the dates for you very shortly. But at the moment it's a Levi Townley show. You can't take anything away, Brad. It is just exceptional.
Absolutely exceptional. He's just a couple of corners away from that potential white flag. The clock's expired. There's no time left on the clock, so he'll come through. And just ticking away nicely. Just you can see how he's just in a groove. He's the same pace from lap 1 right through to this very, very 6th lap they're on right now. So just that flawless technique, absolutely a dream to watch. There's some great middle battles starting to form up though. There's that top 3 as a solid man in 2nd place, Bodie Court. Outside of that, it is going to start heating up. There's podium spots up for grabs. Richard Spencer's on a big dynamic charge at the back end of this race. We've got Archie McCullum. He would love to have his first podium in the championship so far this weekend. So there's plenty more excitement still to come here in this last final exciting lap. But it is catch me if you can. Levi Townley showed them a clean set of heels. And to go with that dynamic 1-2-5 one here this morning, this will be more and more dynamic performances, and one to remember for the Townley family.
Indeed, and all the others, just I'm sure in all of the might that he's putting on out there at the moment. Bodie Court out of Australia, Ryan Foster, what a cool run from Ryan. Ryan's sort of, at the moment, been on a little bit of a flat spot. He actually was doing quite well, and he's had a bit of a flat spot. And I tell you what, a race like this, just the kind of thing that you need to rejuvenate and come back to your racing. So Central House Movers 13 to 16 years class, and looking out to see how well he's going to perform. This, of course, is our oldest class in our Junior 85cc competition. So pretty awesome to see that the guys, should, after all, these guys should be the peak of the class. This is the optimum. Now, a number of these double up and do 125 racing, but there's also the kids that have got their, top end of the game there at the moment. So good to see, and they're certainly showing it with the likes of Levi out there to perform at the moment. But I tell you what, the Ryan Foster show, looking all the class out there at the moment. Man-to-man 3rd place, and he's still holding on. I did not expect that, so well done to Ryan. That is great to see. So can the man from Only Pharaoh do it again? Out there on that Mr. Motorcycles, Alpine Star 100%, GT International Logistics, P1 Moto Guts, along with Penrite Oils, Tiffany Roofing, with Wyatt's Automotive and Outdoor Edge, Auckland, some quality sponsors, behind a quality rider, Ryan Foster, and going for it out there at the moment. Third place for somebody like Ryan. Brad, I love those kind of stories. No, not always necessary for the winner, but at least somebody doing better than they otherwise might have thought they could.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a really good show. Quite a few of these guys are punching well above their weight in this class. It's been impressive to watch the topsy-turvy performances. If you look out the window here, Levi Townley, what a performance. He'll wrap up another checkered flag. He continues the winning streak, continues the dominance of our Central House Movers, 13 to 16 years, 85s. And that is some kind of show from that dynamic young man. We're still going to look out for Bodie Court, not even in the top half, the front half of Flint Motocross Park. So there he is. He's got one more corner to go, and he'll grab himself yet another brilliant second place finish. Looking out for the 49 of Ryan Foster. Can he grab himself a massive 20 championship points for that dynamic third place? It's all looking good at the moment. He's got a handy little buffer now back to a trio of riders fighting out for 4th, 5th and 6th place. That is anyone's here at the moment. And looking out to some great results coming our way. It was Ryan rounds up that final right-hander. He's got just the little tabletop to go, and he'll grab himself a good trip to the podium. Well done to the 49. A lot of work and a bit of effort coming down here for a few practice days, paying off big time with a big 20 championship points. Here is that trio entering the front half of the thing. Richard Spencer's got himself back into that dynamic 4th spot. We've got Connor in there as well, so plenty to keep us entertained. It looks like it's going to finish in that order if nothing drastic happens here in the final couple of corners. And we're going to see that one there. So let's cross down to Neil, who will have Levi Townley. He's won and had enough time to have a sandwich before anyone else comes through there. So let's cross down to Neil, who will have some more of the updates.
An idea of how much work goes on in the event. The crew erected the banner here yesterday, so we put it with the top wire here so that with the westerly breeze it would blow onto the top wire and hold it up. But today the winds changed around to almost 110 degrees opposite, so now it's blowing the other way and the banner almost blowing over. Levi, I'm in awe, we're all in awe. How do you do that again and again and again? Like, don't you button off? Don't you think it's easier or safer when you don't quite go as fast? How do you keep going like that?
Oh, that wasn't fast. I was just trying to save my energy. That was just looking at 4 good lines because this next race is going to be big for the championship. So got to nail the start and put in some solid laps in this next 1 to 5 moto.
Hey, a cool dude up here, Carter Shuttleworth, he took a little video of you coming over this kicker on the inside here and just how far you out landing. If you went a little bit slower, it'd actually be a bit softer, be easier landing. Why do you want to do it and go so far out there? Man, when you are landing, that suspension is bottoming out big time.
Yeah, it's bottoming out fully, but just so I don't land in that soft stuff, I can land in the harder stuff, carry a bit more momentum. It takes a bit more out of the body, but in the same way, I don't have to push so hard in the soft stuff.
Well done. There's a real science to it. Congratulations. All right, hey, you feeling all right? You ready to go?
Yeah, my energy's real good. This double classing's fine. I'm really fit, so I'm excited for this next 1 to 5-1.
Hey, what are you going to do on Monday? Really, what are you going to do on Monday?
Well, we'll decide after if I win the championships, might be eating a few lollies.
Yeah, exactly. You deserve them too. There you go. Oh, Levi Townley. He might have a few, holy Toledo, might have a few lollies. I hope you get